Okay, so when solving equations, your goal is to isolate the variable, or let's just write so we understand it, get the variable by itself. And we're going to perform the opposite operation to both sides to move terms away from the variable. Okay, let's jump right into this. So I'm going to rewrite it so the original problem stays clear.
Do you have to rewrite it?
Nope, you don't have to. I am. So if I have y plus 6 is equal to 30, and I need to solve for y. I want to get the y all by itself. We're going to perform the opposite operation. So I need to move that 6 to the other side. Well, because it's being added, what should I do? What's the opposite of adding? Subtraction. So we're going to subtract that 6 on both sides. So now we're going to get the 6's cancel, and we're going to get y is equal to 30 minus 6, which is 24. Does anybody remember how to check to make sure your answer is correct? Jonah? Yeah, you just plug it back into the original problem. So if I wanted to check this, I would take the y plus 6 equals 30. And now that I know that y equals 24, I would sub in that 24 and ask myself, is 24 plus 6 30? Yes. So our check works. Okay, for number 2, we're solving for b. And I know the 15 and the b are being added together, but it's not a positive 15. What kind of 15 is this? It's a negative 15. So isn't adding a negative 15 the same as subtracting 15? So in reality, I'm not really adding, I am subtracting. That negative 15 is really subtracting. So to move it to the other side, I'm not going to subtract 15 because it's already subtracting. How do I move it to the other side? The opposite of subtraction, which is adding. We're going to add 15 to both sides. So b is equal to 38. And now we check this. So I want to know, negative 15 plus b, does that equal 23? Well, negative 15 plus 38, does that equal 23? Yeah, when you add a negative and positive number, you're subtracting. So 38 minus 15 is in fact 23. So we know we did this correct. Sebastian, if you want to move to this side of the room, you can. Okay, you guys try 3 and 4. Actually, try 3 through 6. And then we'll go over it. Try your best.
Are you checking it or just gonna do it?
We'll go over it together. All right, who got an answer to number 3? Jack?
X equals 100.
That's perfect. Does anybody need to see me do that one? X equals 100. How many people got that? Perfect. All right, what about number 4? A little bit sneakier. Stella?
I got x equals -12.
That's perfect. How many people got that? Awesome. All right, number 5. Who got number 5? Caitlin? Love it. And number 6? Jonah? Say it one more time. -30. Does anybody need me to go over 5 or 6? We all got that? We're all pros? Okay, great. Okay, so now we're moving on. We're still on one-step equations we had done when it was adding and subtracting. Now we're going to look at what happens when it's multiplication or division. So right now I have 1/5 x equals 7. Well, do we all agree this is the same as saying x over 5 equals 7? 1/5 x is the same as x over 5. So what we want to do is that 5 is being divided. So to get rid of something that's being divided, we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply by 5 on both sides. So we're going to end up with x is equal to 35. Now if we wanted to check this, it would just be x over 5 equals 7. 35 divided by 5 is equal to 7, which is a true statement. All right, in number 8, we have 3x equals 9. Do we agree when there's a number and a variable that represents multiplication? So to undo that multiplication, we're going to perform division. So we're going to divide by 3 on both sides, and we'll get x is equal to 3. All right, let's look at number 9. I know everybody knows how to do this, but it's almost like your brain rejects fractions and you never want a fraction to be an answer. So right now we need to get y by itself. So I think everybody knows we have to divide by 21 to get that y by itself. But now what happens is you see 21 and 7 and you're like, oh, 7 goes into 21 3 times. And you end up writing your answer as -3. But your answer is not -3. Why is your answer not -3? Because isn't 21 on the bottom? Can a big 21 go into a little 7 evenly? No. So right now, this is a fraction, -7 over 21. We have to just simplify this fraction. So we're going to reduce top and bottom by 7. And your answer becomes -1 over 3. Very different. -1/3 is very different than -3. How many people feel pretty confident with one-step equations? Okay, so we all okay skipping the rest of these and going on to two-step equations to review? Okay, great. So let's go to the two-step equations. Okay, so when we're solving two-step equations, the first thing we're going to do is move away what you can by either addition or subtraction. What's up, Noah? I think that happened last time too, right? Zoom in a little bit or zoom out a little bit sometimes. And then you could, yeah, and then you could zoom back in. So first we're going to move what we can by either addition or subtraction. Last, move terms away from the variable by multiplication or division. So I remember when I used to teach this, I used to always say, okay, well, 4 and x, we're solving for x. 4 and x are best friends because they're attached to each other. And that -2 is sort of far away. So when you need to send some people home, you're going to keep your best friend till the end, right? Anybody that's not attached to you, that's who you're getting rid of first. So that usually separates the addition and subtraction from the multiplication. So we always want to get rid of the addition or subtraction first. So in this case, we have 4x minus 2 equals 14. We want to get rid of that -2. How are we going to get rid of that -2? We're going to add 2 to both sides. So we're going to say 4x equals 16. And now we got to get rid of that best friend. We got to get rid of that 4. And it's being multiplied. So to undo that multiplication, we're going to divide. So x will equal +4. Okay, I want you guys to try number 16 on your own, and then once you're done, zoom it in to make it a little bit bigger for me and hold it up so I can see what you got. Perfect. Be very careful. 16 divided by 8 is not you, Jonah. Perfect. 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 Where am I looking? We're on number 16 now. I think you just need to move over so I can see. Perfect, perfect. Jay, you gonna show me? 1 second? Okay. Sebastian, we still working on it? Great. Got it. Perfect. Okay. So everybody got x equals 2, which is perfect. Let's keep going. All right, let's look at number 17. So again, we need to solve for x, so we want to get that all by itself. We always move the addition or subtraction first, so that +2 is going to get moved over by subtracting 2. So we're going to have 4 is equal to x over 4. Now that fraction part, we know that means division. To undo division, what are we going to do? Multiply. So these 4's cancel, and we are going to get x is equal to 16. All right, I want you guys to try number 18 on your own. Let's see how you do. Curious to see how you do on this one. Just zoom in and hold up for me when you're ready. Something went wrong. What number is that? Good. 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 We're on number 18 now, I think, right? Is that number 18? Okay, so isn't this a positive guy? So we want to do that. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so when that cancels, what number is there? 0. Yeah, so write this here. Well, no, so it's negative 9n equals 0. And now we divide by negative 9. On both sides, right? So we gotta get n by itself. No, we always show the fraction mark. So we would write it like, so we gotta get this n by itself, so we do divide by negative 9, divide by negative 9. And then what's 0 divided by anything? 0. Okay, so that's your answer. So for this one, default remember it. This is, I know it's minus 9, but that's really same as a negative 9 with the n. Since this is a positive 9, what should we have done now? Added on both sides. You got it. Yeah? Perfect. All right, guys. So I tried to trick you all. And here we have that this 9 is positive. So to move it to the other side, we want to, my pen is working, we want to subtract that 9. So we get negative 9n is equal to 0, and now divide by negative 9. 0 divided by anything is 0. All right, we're going to jump around a little bit. Where do we want to go? Let's go to 21. These will be the last two problems we do. What's the problem with 21? Jay? You got it. There's two x's on different sides of the equal sign. So before we can solve for x, we have to bring it to the same side. How do I bring it to the same side? We're going to do the opposite operation. Since this is a positive 2x, I'm going to bring it to the other side by subtracting 2x. If it was a negative 2x, how would I bring it to the other side? By, adding a 2x. So we're going to subtract the 2x on both sides. So then that's going to give us 3x is equal to 18. And now we just solve normal. I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides, so x will equal 6. All right, you guys do 22, and once I check you, we are done for the day, and I can post the homework. Perfect.